Alrighty, guys. So I am going to go over the trade that I took this morning in New York session. Um, it looks like it was pretty fast because it was. I entered my trade. It was all validated, hit all my confluences that I was looking for. But there was a Trump tweet, and it was U.S. and Iran reaching a deal pending President Trump's approval. As soon as that hit, we just started going to the moon, and it worked in my favor. So obviously, tweets, news, it can affect the market. It just worked in my favor this time, but I could have very well been burned as well. That's just the name of the game. So it doesn't change the way that I trade. But you always have to be aware of it. So the reason I entered, so I am trying to keep everything marked out and not make it confusing because it's now not just me looking at it. I want to show you guys. So these dash lines right here, these orange dash lines, if you go to the 15-minute, this is a 15-minute pre-market fair value gap. The reason why I marked this out was because I was on at 8:30 this morning looking at the charts. I marked this out because I knew we were going to get some sort of retrace from it. I was a little skeptical with how low that went. I wasn't 100% sure if we were going to bounce back out of it, if maybe my bias was wrong, because in the 4 hour and the 1 hour, we were looking very bullish. So I wasn't 100% sure what was going to happen out of that, so I needed to stay patient, which is something that, I had to work on when I was learning how to trade, is just be patient. You don't always need to take a trade every single day, especially in these markets, because like I said, you can get burned very quickly. So I marked this out in the 15-minute. I wanted to see a closure above this. So I went to the 5-minute. I just started scaling down because I just kind of needed reassurance on it because, like I said, I was a short bias yesterday. I was definitely bearish. So I wanted to see and get confirmation of breaking out of this 15-minute gap. So in the 5-minute here, we have this tiny little gap right here that I wanted to see a closure above of. We did. I'm going to be 100% honest. This happened a lot faster than I thought it was going to, and I was actually taking the dog out when this happened. So I was worried when I got back that I missed my entry. So I was then in the 1 minute trying to see if I could find another entry, if there was another retracement or something that I could find. We then price came up. I wanted to see a 1 minute closure above this. So I entered in on this candle right here. Obviously, I thought I bottom ticked this little movement right here, and I thought we are gonna keep going up. Once I saw this candle, I didn't panic. My stop loss was pretty tight. Like I said in yesterday's video, your risk management is gonna mean a lot. And that's something that I learned was letting my greed get to me, and I ended up always kind of like either moving my stop losses because I wanted to be right. Doesn't mean I was right. I wanted to be right. And then also, we're not, if you're trading and when you're beginning your trading journey, like you're it's not a get rich fast scheme. Like it's going to take a lot of time. So trying to move your stop loss down, trying to be correct, like you're just going to lose more money than you're going to make. And then also, like we want to build on the wins. We want to build the money in our accounts so that way we can then expand and risk more money and make more money, right? Because it's a stepping stone process. So after I saw this 1 minute closure, we dropped down a little bit, didn't really even come close to my stop loss. And then we just went to the moon. And the reason why this happened, like I said, was the Trump tweet. This was probably the fastest and easiest trade I have ever taken, at least in the past year. We just went to the moon, one singular candle, both take profits hit. I actually got a little scared for a second because my take profit 2 right here didn't register because it went up so fast. So thankfully we came back down and went back up. As soon as this got hit and this got hit but didn't register, my stop loss was trailing very fast because I was worried about the rip down that we were going to get. That didn't happen. So I know I just said don't move your stop loss. Moving your stop loss to break even so you can protect yourself is much different than moving your stop loss down, trying to be right. So both stop losses were hit. I thought like I said, I missed my entry down here. I still found a pretty validated one in the 5 minute and 1 minute, and I entered, and it worked out. And that tweet could have very well burned me, but like I said, we don't know when the tweets are going to come out, and it 99.9% of the time, once news comes out, you're already late, right? Because unless you magically can get news before anybody else, before it hits your phone or Instagram or Twitter or whatever you're looking at, it's already too late once you see it. So this happened, and I was kind of sitting there, and I was like, I don't know what that was, but I'm thankful for it. And then obviously we continued to trend up and up and up and up. And this is important too, that I want to show you guys, is why my take profits were here is I was actually chasing just some internal liquidity. Like this was an hour high, and obviously we have this right here. I could have very well, as soon as I saw this, say like, all right, yeah, we're gonna go hit all-time highs and just try to take this massive trade, but that's just not the way I like to trade. Like I like to be, like, modest isn't the right word, but realistic, and not try to chase this huge profit, right? And especially too is this is a good habit of getting in kind of like the workflow of this, is purely because like if you trade prop firms, like you're gonna have a consistency rule. A lot of you aren't going to be trading on a live account, so all the money that you make in a live account, cool, like that's great, that's all yours. But when you're trading prop firms, you have a consistency rule you have to worry about, and all because you hit one banger trade like a 10R, like you're gonna have to do that again, and then you're gonna have to do it again to meet that consistency rule. So always be realistic, take good trades, because no matter what your consistency rule is, if you continue to take really good realistic trades, have a reason for your take profit, have a reason for your stop loss, have reasons why you entered, making sure you're writing all that stuff down so you can repeat it, and that goes for your losses too. Eventually you're going to learn why you're losing. There's a difference between a good loss and a bad loss. A good loss is one that you're going to have to learn to walk away from and be like, I followed everything that I should have done. That's won me the past, 5 or 6 trades. And I took a loss. That's how the market works. We have to learn how to lose, and learn to lose well, right? Because there's nothing worse than revenge trading, and then all of a sudden you're taking 2 or 3, 4, 5 trades a day, and you end up blowing your accounts or losing all the profits that you did make. So that is my little spiel on, obviously I benefited from this candle, and it could have very well went the other way, right? That's out of our control. Market keeps going up and up and up. It's almost 3 o'clock now. New York high. I mean, this is very well right here. This is definitely an option. And we'll see, how the day ends, and Asian market tomorrow and London. We'll just see what happens. I will actually be in New York trading tomorrow, so that's pretty exciting. But we will see how it goes. If you guys are interested in the way that I trade, I'm not forcing you or telling you. I just want to try to help as many people as I can. I do have a mentorship. It is in the link in my bio on my Instagram. Just DM me if you have any questions, or leave a comment, and I can get to you guys. But I'm gonna get, like I said yesterday, I'm gonna get in a better habit of doing this and making sure that I am having everything marked out, so you guys can kind of see my workflow, and we will go from there. So thank you very much, guys, and I will see you tomorrow.